How you doing? Listen, since I've been on these videos, yeah, I put three videos together to explain who I am. In terms of a regular guy and what have you. I'm 64, 65 next month. I don't know what if it's May yet. I don't know. 65 next month. Taurus, it's cute. I'm also Taurus in a Chinese thing as well. The TAURUS type thing. It's a it's an indicator. I've gone through my explanation. Yeah, I've outlined some areas on a Cartesian bubble, if you like. Yeah, and why it's existed. I've explained how Zero got hitchhiked into Europe, into a very tied down Europe. Yeah, I'm around about 1200s, something like that. How Aristotle and Aquinian approach to individualism was kicked in, yeah, and how it was cut off by Descartes and a lot of other, a lot of thugs, really, intellectual and assume supremacy tactic. They're not supreme. I know supreme. So and where did I go from there? From there I went in there, and then I started introducing you to certain things. I started introducing you to your as above, so below, as above, yeah, and how these things engage. And I also introduced you to inertial diversification, yeah, and also how you actually engage with your world, and how I explained how it was engaged with before, how you would do that as a human being, yeah, done all that. And then I explained how Genesis occurred. That's part of it. You really don't need to know the rest. And I'll explain why. It'll make more sense in a few minutes. Because I just want you to forget that shit. The thing with the snake. I'm like, you really got to go back there, dude. It's you see, it's L. Eel. You're not getting it. The feel. I talk about act and fact. Yeah, all that shit. Ict, fict, whatever, Venetian, philosophy, just all the F's. You see, the giveaway is it's very, very difficult to get your tongue into a particular way to say that and get all that thing. It seems easy now, yeah, but it's like red lorry, yellow lorry. It's the same sort of thing with engagement in Orient. Yeah, you understand? You see, how phonic is part of us. It's part of our. And you see, the thing is, you assume everybody's like this. It's not. You can't just pick your God, if you like, yeah. I actually did explain that. I explained how you came out of the soup and all that stuff, and the problem with Atlantis and what have you, and the sin of Atlantis, yeah. And yeah, that's a big deal. It's a really huge deal. That whole how that went on. I've explained your what do you call it? Your snake. Yeah. Now, if you talk to a lot of civilizations, the cultures, this is why you need it. You need their eye, this eye. Yeah. You can develop that. You can develop with that if you're freed up from your syntax. Your syntax is what it is. It's an existential tax placed on you because you're not fucking around with, being and stuff. You know what I mean? But that story is a different story. So what you had your snake and the little bit of stone that they've found, yeah. You had your snake, you had your Poseidon trident, that's Atlantis, yeah. And then you have the next bit with the thing cut off, I think, yeah. That is M, okay. That's what that is. It's the trident turned upside down. That's the symbology of it. EI. That's the Poseidon trident, the triad, the musical triad as well. And the 4 is related. It's not related to 435 because that's just fucking geometry. It's not that. Is it? Then, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and all that. In January, February, March, yeah. Well, all that stuff that's just made up. Yeah. I mean, there's some engagement with the planet, maybe. It's all made up. So, we lost my train of thought now. Never mind. I'll pick it up in a minute. So that whole thing, and that this. Science has come out, yeah. the science that's come out, it's predicated on pile of shit, you know. It's a big short type of situation, you know, with CDOs and synthetic CDOs. And then you've got all these ideas that you run around with, like, you know, bunny rabbits on the hypnotist type thing, you know, institutions and things like that. All that type of stuff, you know. I need you to ask me. I know, sorry, I did. I went to Atlantis and explained how Atlantis went down, yeah. And all those people, like, I mean, Atlantis was fucking up, I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, like, Plato just, you know, forget it. It's everywhere. I know this, yeah. There's a lot of stuff he has to explain. And he wouldn't, because he just doesn't know. Doesn't know about the music, how music engages with different people, you know. And that's, in effect, that's what happened to me in some respect. I got a calling card from a sound. A sound that is so much in antiquity, yeah. It's really ancient thing, you know. But it was at the point of engagement, really, you know, a particular point, and you know, because the planet, you know, person here, you know, you got all these lee lines. Nothing's perfect, you know. Everything is a nice ball perfect. You stick your lines on and stuff. It's not like that. There's lee lines all over the shop. I think Bethlehem might have been one, but I don't think that's not the give there, because he was born there. He wasn't conceived there. So birth is a different thing. It's just, you know, emergence. Yeah, it's really the life. Yeah. There's a life behind the thing, and that's the Virgoan, you know, the Venus thing, you know. And so she wasn't a virgin, but she is. I mean, it's in the fucking letter. It's in the word. I can't explain the symbology behind this. It's in the word. It's the Maoy. I can't really explain much more than that, because that's the name. And the name is the person. So if I could say she is Mary, it's an entirely different thing to just say she is called Mary. But I can call her Mary, because I know what she is. She's an A. When you don't have a reason, and when you're coming out of the soup, there's an esotericism and exotericism type of, you know, within the being. What you might call an explicit will and an implicit will, yeah? The implicit will is obviously stuff, the heart, the thing, everything's going around, you know, in, out, everything, yeah, the whole engagement with the world, yeah? But you've got your ears and your eyes and your all that stuff, the body type thing. That's all E. You know, your A is really in there, yeah. It's a pine type shape, you know. Those guys, by the way, on the Stone Age, yeah, all that kind of that's all bells. It's not bells. It is bells, but it's not a bell the way you think. Yeah, I mean, you know, tick tock, you know, and that's again tick tock. You're fucking knocking. You're stealing my shit. This doesn't belong to you. There's another power, and it's an O again, and it's in the planet now. It's been in for about 400 years. It's an idea, you see. It's not big thickening horns and shit, you know. You know, and flapping around with fire coming out of its mouth. It's not like that. In this game here, it's an idea, and this idea is crushing you. And part of it is your syntax, and you shouldn't be paying tax, because your man Jesus, yeah, he fucking sorted that all out. That's all wiped out, yeah, for that Atlantis problem, yeah. The snake that is in that thing, yeah, exact same snake as in the thing. Eve is a different thing. It's entirely different. I've explained a lot of it, and you can freaking work it out yourself. There's Eve and Steve, you know. Go on, Steve. That's Eve, yeah. But the song, the book, the will, that'd be me. I'm really sorry to say this. I would never have done this. I don't know how to say that. It really sounds daft, and you know, I know, you know, the wings and all that shit. It's not that big a deal. It's not like that. It's a conjunction of certain issues, yeah. Which I think I tried to explain quite a bit. But you don't have the language. I have all the stuff that's coming out of my mouth now is just garbage. Seriously, most of it's just shit. A lot of bullshit. But you won't get the irony here, you know. Or perhaps you will if you understand, you know, where your Lord reference comes from, or where your flies reference comes from. Really comes from, I mean. Really. Because most of the music is inspired. Books are inspired. Books are definitely inspired. Some books. you know. But you've had your Descartes, you know, with his, I think what I am. I think, therefore, Yahweh. Are you serious? I am. I mean, that's serious, you know, serious assumed supremacy, mate. You can't do that in my world, you know. And that's what it is, you know. It's just it's a spell. Serious, but it's affecting everybody else. It's just a spell. Good old-fashioned spell. I've said this many times before. But 3 years ago, things kicked in quite a bit, you know. And like, I'm a funny guy, you know, but really. But I don't want to introduce myself, but yes, because I'll do a formal introduction, but only if you ask me. If you ask me to do a formal introduction to this world, I'll do it, and I'll sort it. It's your world also. I won't sort it. I'll give them a choice. It's your world also. You choose, and I will make that happen. And if I can't make it happen in the flesh, I'll fucking make it happen after the flesh. Do you understand where we are? This is a vehicle. You can't start patching it up with fucking conceptual shit. You've got to bring your ears and E's and I's back into you. You can't leave it with the demon, the use. I want my use back, by the way. That includes usury. Usury belongs to me. Right, there'll be no more usury. And no more tax. The sin is paid for. Paid thing. I don't want any more fucking this tautological fucking Pisces here swimming around in fucking circles. We're going into a new day. A new day. A new alpha. D. E. If you want that, you can have it. If you don't want it, that's fine. It's just a choice. But there are, you know, there are stuff that follows from your choice. You ask me, anybody, you ask me, I only need one to have faith, and I'll fix that world. This is a promise.